EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the desert Southwest, Glendale, Arizona, and State Farm Stadium. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Washington football team and the Arizona Cardinals. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. Flush to his right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
At the 46-yard line.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Flushed out right. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Third down, here's Geis. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it.
It's 4th down.
That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
3-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll run with Love. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down. It'll be Love to try and get the first. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play.
First down, Washington.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
He's checking.
On second down, Love. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
The Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coach would always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From his own end zone now, it's Murray. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10.
Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20. That's a run. 19 Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares. Check three, check three. Rush 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
To throw from his end zone, Murray. Able to find Kirk complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A gain of right around 30 on a play that began way back inside the 5. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Geis. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
53, Mike. Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 11. I'm coming.
On 2nd and 7, Murray. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Check 53, Mike. Time to go, night. 53 to Mike. 53, check 53. My team, pioneer. Mike, 53. 53, Mike. Watch the screen.
Murray now to throw. Able to find his running back, Geis. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 10, 1st down, Arizona. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a long night.
53, check 53. Check. Mike, 53.
Here's Murray from midfield. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
53 is the Mike.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. This is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Dante Pettis, 50 yards, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
Lining up for the extra point.
The game had been pretty uneventful offensively until that big strike.
No doubt about it. Almost felt like they were just going back and forth a little bit in the first quarter. But in the second quarter, things ramped up a little bit. Things jumped up. And you're exactly right. Going to make a highlight film or two. We'll be watching that one later on today.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard. On the carry, it's Love. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They just get the play off. Now Prescott. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort. Here's Love. And some room to work. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block, but the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Prescott stripped. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. Accelerating, and off he goes. Past the 20. 10. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score. A fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona.
And that's a linebacker showing he can move pretty good with a football in his hand.
That's not just a short shuttle now. He took it and went a pretty good distance, didn't he? Did you get the 40 time on that?
I didn't, but he got 6 points out of it. I know that's a great play for that defensive unit. And his kick is right through.
Makes the score Cardinals 14, Washington nothing.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The 16-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. On second down, it's Love. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. This is Love. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Prescott from the gun. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. A first down throw for Prescott. And this one is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll throw again. Prescott. And going deep for Hill. And it'll be intercepted. able to get there and pick it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Cardinals take over.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Murray now on first down. Rolling to his left. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Watch the run, watch the run. Watch the
Here's Murray. Off to Geis on the screen. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A final shot before half for Murray. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Murray. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis, and it's 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Let's go, let's go. And we got Mike, number 50. Hold this. Back in 60.
Snap comes to Murray at 1. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. So good coverage there defensively as it looks like they'll force a punt on this opening drive of the 3rd.
Well, let's coach them up a little bit from right here in the booth. That's exactly what they needed to do. They need to start stringing together some stops, turning the ball over back to their offense, and trying to get back into this game.
Yeah, a couple scores down, but they can eat into that quickly with a nice drive here on the other side. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Here's Love again. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 10 yards there. Good for a Washington first down.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
They turn to Love on the handoff. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
On the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Now Prescott. He is going to find Hill here. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you, push them deep, find some space, and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Going to give it to Love. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And Washington has made this a one-score game. He has been an integral part of the offense all season, and now in the playoffs he's carrying it over. Had the touchdown last week in the wild card game. Now his 2nd TD of the playoffs.
Showing some consistency, and that's something that we have to keep in mind about the playoffs, because we often think you have to be spectacular in order to win. I think consistent is what you're looking for. That can get you to the finish line.
25-yard line. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Watch 98 tonight. Let's pick it up. It's out.
They go play action here on first down. Open man is Kirk, complete. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. That goes for 14 yards, first down Cardinals.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 46 yards on the play.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Kill, turn up. Set it. Go, man, go. 15, check 15.
Back to the ground on first, it's Geis. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Now a run with Geis. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
The ball carrier.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instinct. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. They'll try and get it with Geis. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. They went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. Now the former Sun Devil, Zane Gonzalez, for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 39. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Zane Gonzalez on for the field goal. A 39-yard attempt.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now, because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
And no chance to get away, as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round. They need to come up with something as they get this drive started. First down, Prescott. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. To throw is Prescott. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, and it's third down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And going deep for Hill. Oh, wide open. Complete. Touchdown, Washington.
Complete.
Tyreek Hill, 84 yards. And Washington able to make this a close game again.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done.
Washington.
Point after,
14.
right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
So that'll back him up 5. On 2nd down, here's Murray. Flush to his right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown.
For the extra point.
This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that. Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they have to try and move past that pick six because now they're dealing with a fourth-quarter deficit, and they need this drive to end in points.
And we got Mike, number 53. Mike 53. Pick me up. Mark 70. Mark 70. Nerd. Right there.
They start on the ground with Geis. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20.
The ball carrier.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
53 is the Mike. 53. Check.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On first down, this is Geis. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
4 receivers now. 3 to the right, 1 to the left. 2nd down and 4. Now Murray off play action. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
53 is the Mike. Get that quarterback. And all Murray, 17. 53 is Mike. Check. 53 is Mike. Ready? 53 is the Mike.
Throwing now is Murray. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Back to the ground game now with Geis. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Let's put that team on the punch. 53 is the Mike.
From the 44, Murray. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the 4th quarter, and they got a big one.
And such a close game, a very big one. To throw on 3rd down, Murray. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for.
Here we go. Check. 53 is Mike. Check. 53 is Mike. Tackles. 60 Bobcat. 53. Watch the slant. Mike, 53.
They're going for it. Hits Murray. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Well, they did the part they had to do. Quick throw got the 1st down.
But that doesn't allow them to relax. They still have plenty of work to do.
Back to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Back to throw. He gets it in the hands of Geis. Stops short of the 25, but that second effort got him a couple extra. Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
At the 27-yard line.
To throw is Murray. Flushed out right. That's going to be caught by Kirk. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Geis, they'll try to run it. And the Cardinals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line.
The 4-yard line. A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal.
And we've got movement by one of the big boys up front for Arizona. Flag comes in. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal. Back to throw, Murray. Forced out to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
On the keeper. Incomplete on the throwaway. It's now 4th down and goal.
No, I can't go and roll. Sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. Your chain, name, how about your respect? Give it more than when I get expected, not the back. In fact,
Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. Down 4 late, got to go for it here on 4th down. Murray to throw. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here. Washington about to close this one out as they are down to a knee.
Today's finals, Washington.
And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long and sign off from the desert.